Hey everyone, my name is Cameron Alimi, and today I will be sharing a fascinating study titled The Population History of Domestic Sheep Revealed by Paleogenomes. Have you ever wondered where our fluffy, woolly friends really came from? Sheep were among the first animals humans domesticated over 10,000 years ago, all the way in the Neolithic era. But here's a kicker. While we've long assumed domestication happened in the Fertile Crescent, this paper challenges that view. It uses ancient DNA to uncover new insights into where sheep were domesticated and how they spread globally. So, next, let's look at why the study was conducted and some of the hypotheses that it tested. So, understanding sheep domestication is crucial not just for tracing the roots of agriculture, but also for exploring how early humans shaped animal genetics. Despite modern genetic studies, the origins of domestic sheep and their early history still remain a history. Still remain a mystery. The researchers wanted to fill this gap by looking at ancient genomes to find out where sheep domestication might have happened and how human activity influenced their genetic diversity and to now look at some of the hypotheses that this paper tested. So the first one we're going to look at is sheep domestication didn't just happen in the Fertile Crescent. It may have also occurred in Central Anatolia, and the Fertile Crescent is would be modern day land like in Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine, and Syria, which can be seen in the first picture all the way on the far left. The second hypothesis we're going to look at is ancient Anatolian and Cypern mouflons, which is a type of wild sheep, are more closely related to modern sheep than the Iranian mouflon, suggesting a distinct domestication lineage in Anatolia. And Anatolia is a region in current Turkey. And the third hypothesis we're going to look at is historical events like migrations during the Bronze Age introduced new genetic diversity into sheep populations all the way across Europe and Asia. And next, we're going to be looking at some of the key findings and a figure from the study itself. So, to test these ideas, the researchers analyzed 24 ancient sheep genomes, including a 13,000-year-old wild sheep from Central Anatolia, alongside modern breeds. They made several groundbreaking discoveries, including so the first one will be the genetic data showed that ancient Anatolian sheep are closely related to modern European breeds, which supports the idea of domestication occurring in Central Anatolia, and that they also found signs of genetic mixing or admixture during the Bronze Age. This likely happened as humans migrated and traded sheep across vast regions, introducing new traits into the local populations. So, to look at the figure from the paper, it will be on your far left. Um, this was the principal component analysis plot. I'll be using it as PCA. So we can compare this figure to something similar to like a genetic map. Um, I know it looks like a lot of information, but if we just dive in a little bit, it's not as confusing as it looks like. So the PCA plot has two key axes. PC1 separates wild sheep from domestic sheep, and PC2 divides European and non-European domestic breeds. What's striking here in this figure is that ancient Anatolian and Cypern mouflons cluster closer to modern domestic sheep than the Iranian mouflon does. This supports the hypothesis that domestication events in Central Anatolia played a big role in shaping today's sheep populations. Next, we'll be looking at the significance of this paper. So, why does it matter, right? So, these findings rewrite the story of sheep domestication itself. They show that domestication was a dynamic process, likely involving multiple regions and not just a fertile crescent. This study also highlights how human activities like migration and selective breeding have shaped animal genetics for spanning across over thousands of years. Understanding this helps us understand the complex history of agriculture and how it impacted the species we rely on today. In summary, this study sheds new light on where and how sheep were domesticated, showing the power of ancient DNA to answer old age questions. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this paper as fascinating as I did. And I will be linking the paper itself in the comments section, or it'll be tagged to the paper. So if you're interested in the study, you could also look at it yourself. But thanks for watching.